Hey guys, welcome to tonight's Big Brother 23 chat.
The 2-hour episode chat.
Was this necessary?
It's episode 31, in case you were interested.
Did we need to make this 2 hours?
No, Miss Julie, we did not.
Julie, come on.
Alright, so last time, Tiffany and Hannah were on the block.
Yes.
And Kai was the veto holder.
And the HOH, he was the one that put them up.
He did not use the veto to save either one of them. So it's Tiffany versus Hannah on the block.
Yeah, they're going to be separated this week.
They got to put in the work, though.
Yeah.
Because they're both going to campaign.
As they should.
But first, let's take a reflection.
Mm-hmm.
The first of many reflections of the night on the Cookout.
I mean, it's a historic season.
It is historic.
For sure. So yeah, they were talking about how...
Well done.
Yes. How amazing it was that they were all able to get to the final 6, which it really is incredible that they stuck together like that.
They're the first alliance to make it.
Alliance of 6 to make it completely intact to the final 6. So congratulations again. But how ironic that Tiffany is going to be the first one out of the Cookout when she
came up with the whole strategy for getting the Cookout to the final 6.
And even more infuriating.
Isn't that always the way? Don't they always blame the mother?
Even more infuriating about all this is Derek F. and Xavier trying to take credit for coming up with, mostly Derek F., for trying to come up with this strategy to get the Cookout to the final 6.
Leave the mothers out of it.
I'm glad that Julie put her foot down tonight and was like, Tiffany is the one that came up with this strategy.
Yes, Julie.
I'm glad Julie.
You listened to what they told you in your ear.
Thank you, Julie.
All right. So, Tiffany is realizing, I gotta convince Derek to keep me if I'm gonna stay this week.
You need 2 votes.
And he doesn't want me to stay. So this is gonna be a lot.
Yeah, she feels like she's got a pretty good chance of getting Oz's vote. And Ozza, of course, would prefer Tiffany to stay over Hannah. But the other votes are not there. I mean, Big D and Xavier are so gung-ho on taking out Tiffany. So Tiffany's got her work cut out for her.
Well, let's have some comic relief.
There was so much fluff in this first hour of the episode. They had to fill that time, baby.
I could have made 10 Build-A-Bears out of this first hour. So much fluff.
Oh my God.
So it was all like, hey, let's just be boys blowing off some steam with a Vegas trip or something and not take Big D. He farts too much. And when Big D got wind of it, pun intended, he was pissed that they would take Brent over him because Brent is a loaf of bread. Hello, bread. Here's the loaf. Meet yourself.
Big D says, no one's coming between me and my man.
All right, so that was not that fun.
Also, we know that Kyland talks a lot, so we got to see more of that tonight.
Anybody who's watched 5 minutes of any episode or live feeds would realize Kyland is a mumble mouth. Constantly changes subject. I know because I do the same thing.
Not like this.
God, no, not like this. But
he also just takes the most painstaking, long route to get to the point.
Say he's Stevie from Malcolm in the Middle.
It's not even the time that it takes. It's just like, what?
He likes to whip out those $2 words too.
He loves to hear himself speak. That's really a huge part of it. But anyway, yeah, there was a segment about that, and Ozza says when that happens, you just gotta nod and smile. And then all of a sudden, what do you know? You have a deal with him, and you don't want to take a shot at him, but
yeah,
who am I to...
Yeah.
Whatever.
All right, so Kyland and Xavier, they both have their reasons for wanting to win the game, both because of they want to take care of their family.
Yeah.
I would say pretty much everybody in the final 6.
They've all got,
yeah,
great reasons, great things that they want to do with the money, so.
It's not like Derek X, who doesn't really need the money.
He doesn't?
Didn't you say he was,
I don't know what his deal is.
Oh, I thought he was from, like, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air over there.
Yeah, but I don't know what he's doing now.
Oh, okay. Well,
I thought he said he grew up in Bel-Air, but, like, that's his parents' money, right? So.
Oh, yeah. Well, he does have his little startup that's doing really well, so good for him.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I'm sure some people need the money more than others.
Sure.
Okay.
Anyway. I'm sorry. I'm just so drained after watching this episode.
Are you effing done?
It just took all of the life force out of me tonight.
All right. So Tiffany tries to talk to Big D.
Right. Tiffany was putting up a good fight. She was doing a lot of campaigning. So was Hannah. They were both trying to stay.
So Big D says, well, you got to talk to Xavier.
I liked that Tiffany Tiffany and Hannah both let Big D know, hey, if you go to the end with Kylan or Xavier, you're gonna lose. Mm-hmm. But Big D does not want to accept that. He seems to think that he's had his hand in all these different moves, and he's gonna be able to make a great case against those guys in the final 2.
Yeah, your great case is that you're a freaking goat.
Yeah.
Meh. All right, so then Tiffany goes to talk to Xavier.
She's saying, like, I could be a shield for you, blah, blah, blah.
Then they gave us the tiniest iota, a ray of hope that possibly they were going to vote out Hannah and keep Tiffany.
Not like we want to see Hannah go either.
No, but I don't want to see the guys get their way.
Yeah, right? I know.
Welcome to life.
Yeah, they really tried to edit this. Like, there was a chance that Big D and Xavier might change their minds, but they were set on taking out Tiffany all week.
Boring.
There was no flipping that vote.
All right, so it's time for Julie to check in. Hello, Cookout.
Yeah, and
everybody's in the Cookout, so Julie can finally say the Cookout now.
She can have her moment of putting the alliance up on the screen and revealing it to everyone.
Yes. Hey, Cookout, meet yourself.
Yeah, so she congratulated them on making it to the final 6.
She basically gave everybody a chance to
talk about it.
Yeah,
she had a question for everybody.
Mm-hmm. How the hell did you guys who can't stand each other make it to the final 6?
Yeah.
Well, we all had the same goal, Julie. We all wanted to see an African American be guaranteed a win.
Yeah.
By making it to the final 6. So the Cookout always came first for everybody in the Cookout.
I thought Julie was about to start outing people's side alliances, but
I know.
But I guess
I thought that too.
She was only really referring to the +1s.
All right. Well,
that were like out in the open, basically.
We wrapped up this whole Cookout segment with Azza doing some religious faith talk.
Oh boy.
That Julie was eating up with a tablespoon, not a teaspoon, a tablespoon, maybe even a serving spoon.
Maybe a ladle. I don't know.
Oh.
The second I heard Azza drop the word faith, I was like, oh my God, Julie.
Julie is living.
Julie is going to act like like DX just walked into the room. But yeah, she was, and as expected, she was super into it.
Okay, so it's now time to visit the jury house.
Oh, thank God, we got some jury footage here. We got a good amount of jury footage. I am thankful for that.
Almost zero footage of the actual jury house, though. It was just a bunch of them sitting around outside and then in front of the TV.
Well, they're only allowed to have limited strategy talks in the jury house. They're not allowed to talk a lot of game in there.
I know, but I would have liked to have at least seen, like, the kitchen.
Oh, you want to see, like, what the house actually looks like?
Yeah, and I want to see them, like, shooting the shit in there, you know, like, doing the snake
Yeah, like,
hole.
when we get to see, like, the artwork and stuff.
Yeah,
like, the crafts that they do.
We like that.
Yeah.
So, we got Derek F. and Brittany sitting around saying, I wonder who's gonna be next. I hope it's not Sarah B., but maybe I do.
Yeah, they seem to think that it could be her, and they were
Correct.
Yeah.
All right, so she comes in and she's like, I could tell you, but let's watch the tape.
So Brittany and Derek X were just like, wait, how are you here if you were up on the block against
the two biggest threats in the
Xavier and Kyland? Like, that doesn't make any sense. What?
Yeah.
Guys, put the pieces together. You've talked about this before, and you were very close to putting the pieces together.
They finally got it, though.
Yeah.
Pretty
also,
much.
Can I just say how fun it was to watch how excited they were when they saw that, like, Tiffany and Hannah were winning competitions.
Yeah, they loved it.
Yeah.
So Sarah B is okay with the cookout.
Mm-hmm.
She's okay with sacrificing her game for the cookout, but not the unnecessary lies from Kyland.
Yeah, like when Kyland would keep her up all night spewing his BS for hours.
Oh my God.
Unnecessary.
All
so,
right.
yeah, it seems like she's kind of like not happy with him right now.
Good.
Interesting.
Good.
And it seemed like Brittany and DX were also like, not so sure about that Kyland.
Yeah. Good. All right, so then Claire and Alyssa arrive separately at jury. And did everybody know about the cookout except for Alyssa?
I mean, like now, yeah. And Alyssa's like, oh, I guess I am the dim one. But anyway, Claire was explaining, like, what happened with Tiffany, because they were freaking shook when they saw that Tiffany was the HOH that sent out Claire when they were so close.
Yeah.
And Derek X was like, I'm kind of upset with Tiffany right now.
Yeah.
But I think the more that he sits with it, and once Tiffany comes in, you know.
They were totally shooketh by the fact that Tiffany sent home Claire.
It was pretty freaking wild. But now, it is very clear to them what was going on this season. And they were very supportive of it.
Well, they were all gushing over Xavier. Really?
I'm sorry, but like, what has Xavier actually done in this game besides be obsessed with Alyssa and Christian?
And played Bucket Brigade whatever murder. All right, so Tiffany...
It's time for the pre-eviction speeches.
Right. Says, we're awesome. Keep me and I'll get rid of Kai.
Yeah.
And then Hannah said, I already gave you the reasons to keep me, so like, yeah, just do it.
Yeah.
So after the vote of sadly to evicting, Big D went back to the hybrid, you know.
Yeah.
Sad.
No e-vote, but it is
to evote,
sadly to evict.
Yes. 3-0. Tiffany is evicted.
I mean, she knew she was going, and she was very positive during her exit, hugging everyone, saying, like, be nice to each other. She loves all of them. I loved her jumpsuit.
It was really cute. It was really cute.
Yeah, and then she went out to meet Julie.
And Julie said, what the hell are you doing here? She said, well, I had a final 2 with Kai from day 2. But then I
think it was week 2.
Week 2. But then
she doubted him.
Yeah.
She's putting this all on herself, but oh my God, I hate that the guys will not own up to any of their shadiness.
No.
So yeah, she's saying she feels like she's the reason that she's evicted now.
Well, I mean, that is true because that's the reason why the guys are wanting to get rid of her.
That's the reason that they're using, but there's more to it than that.
Yeah.
We know that. They are super.
We noticed.
They are super intimidated to go to the end against a woman
because they think a woman would only vote to keep,
for a woman to win.
Yeah, to get the prize, which is not true.
Oh my God.
Not.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous.
All right, so Julie recognizes Tiffany. She gives her the award plaque for getting everyone to the final 6.
Yeah, I mean, there's a good chance that the Cookout would not have accomplished that without Tiffany's strategy.
And then Julie teases the double to Tiffany.
She said, what if we get rid of somebody else right now? And Tiffany's like, what?
And Julie said, intern, take her away. And it was almost like Tiffany was dying and going to heaven and was like fighting it, and then she saw the light
And then they
she
cut
was
her
like,
microphone.
Okay, I'm cool with this.
Oh my god.
Bye.
Yeah.
All right, so it's time for the HOH comp.
I just want to say too, I just really enjoyed Tiffany on this season, and she really did make the whole season for me.
Yeah.
She was a joy to watch.
She was one of my favorites.
Even when she was doing the most, she was making this season.
All right, so Julie does tell the house guests about the double.
And they're like, wait, oh, what? Especially Big D. Big D was really freaking out.
Do you think they knew?
No.
At all?
I don't think they were expecting another double right after the other one.
Okay.
No way.
All right, well, it's time to pick a new HOH, and the competition is BB Ballers.
All right, this was carried out in 2 separate rounds.
I like this competition, actually. It kind of reminded me of the battle back for BB Can this last season where they had to roll the ball up onto the...
You're right.
On the thing. Okay, so you got to knock off all 12 of your silver balls with your color ball. How'd they know?
Wait, what?
You know.
Okay.
They're balls.
Oh, because of the guys?
Yeah. All right, so the top 2 were advancing to a head-to-head match.
Yeah.
But the head-to-head match was not knocking the balls off this time. It was keeping your balls up on the...
You had to land them on the grass.
Right. Whoa.
Do you think that's the same grass that they use for those, like, indoor dog bathroom patches?
Yeah.
I don't know. But anyway, just wondering.
All right, so it was just fake grass.
All right.
They make it now, you know? Okay. It's a thing.
I'm just checking.
You can go to Home Depot or...
I don't get out much.
That's true.
So Xavier and Azza moved on from the first round.
They were the... They were the head-to-headers.
Yeah. So
That
they went
sounds
up.
nasty.
Yeah, they went up against each other in the second round. And Julie was all like, "You have to throw your balls at the same time." And Azza was like, "I'm sorry."
Yeah, Julie did not like that. She was not having the mismanagement of this competition at all.
Yeah.
But in the end, Azza won HOH, and again, we got the tiniest glimmer of hope.
Did we though?
No.
Not really. Because I knew what Azza was planning on doing going into this week. She's been saying all week to the guys, oh, I would take out Hannah, and I can't let Hannah win this HOH because I know she's going to target the guys, and I can't have that. So, Azza is playing for 4th place.
So Azza nominates Xavier and Hannah.
And she freaking lied to Hannah in their little meeting before the nomination. She was saying, oh yeah, Xavier's my target. I can't put Kylan up on the block because I made a deal with him.
I could only do a back door.
Yeah, she's saying if the veto is used, Kylan will go up. It's all a lie. She's targeting Hannah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hannah was sleeping with the enemy.
Hannah?
Yeah.
You mean Azza?
Hannah was trusting Azza, but Azza was the enemy all along.
I wouldn't call her the enemy. I think she made a really dumb move tonight. For some reason, she just didn't want to believe that those 3 guys are working together. I mean, they're freaking throwing it in your face.
Yeah.
Ugh, but anyway.
The POV was called What the Bleep. And I love that competition.
I do too, and I laughed quite a few times.
We laughed out loud. So you gotta watch 7 video statements with bleeped out words. Julie says what the word might be.
Yeah.
And you gotta say, okay, or Julie.
True or false.
Yeah. So it came down, it was real.
It was intense. I was sitting there like hoping that Hannah would be able to pull out this win.
And almost, when she got that one right, where she was
where
the only
everybody
one,
else got wrong, I was like, oh my god, she's back in it.
Yeah, but no. No, it came down to a tie between Kylan and Xavier.
Yeah.
How many seconds did Big D fart last week?
Oh.
11. No, not 1100. It was more than that.
All right. Well, Kai won the veto, and
Yeah.
he decided to use it on Xavier. Can you not make it more obvious that the guys are working together? Yeah, they can, because then Big D was like, oh, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with going up on the block. I mean, Oz's got to realize at that point she really effed up.
There was no choice anyway.
But he was all, I'm happy with that. I'm okay. Because he knew he would be safe against Hannah. He knew the guys would vote Hannah out. Yeah.
So, Big D's pleadings were, I supported everyone. I supported them.
Okay.
And Hannah said, I'm here to play. I love this game. I'm not here to fart. Keep me.
And she was trying to appeal to Kylan and Xavier by talking about what a big competitor she is, because Kylan's been saying, like, I want to go to the end with the biggest competitors, blah, 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 blah.
You want to beat the best.
But only if they're guys, you know?
Yeah.
So, that's what she was trying to do with her speech. They had to vote. But what was the deal with Kylan and Xavier going off and talking on their own before the vote? They knew what they were going to do.
I don't know, but Kai, when he voted in the diary room, had to justify his vote by saying, Derek actually did stuff.
Like, people don't even realize.
Yeah, we do.
Really? It was like, are you trying to convince us? Or are you trying to convince yourself? Both? What? Like, what is going on here? And seriously, it was so infuriating. So infuriating.
Yeah. Okay, so Hannah is evicted by a vote of 2-0.
Yeah.
So then Hannah talks to Julie.
I don't think she was expecting this.
No.
I mean, she suspected that the guys were all working together, but I don't think she realized that Ozza was going to do her dirty like that.
Well, Hannah thought that
Ozza was targeting Kylan.
Yeah.
Because she's been saying that for a long time, but now all of a sudden, Ozza wants to get 4th place.
Hannah did seem very shook.
Yeah.
She did seem shook.
She didn't fully grasp what happened there. She thought maybe she was just collateral damage.
But no, you weren't. So Hannah didn't know that Ozza had a deal with Kylan.
Yeah.
Ouch.
And Xavier and Big D. And
but
it's very disappointing.
Julie wanted to know, after she told her what the answer was, it was like a Jeopardy situation, what was the best part of Big Brother? What was the best part of playing Big Brother? And obviously it was getting to the final 6 with your alliance.
It's a big deal.
So, yeah.
Yep.
All right, so
that was a rough double.
Again, we're never happy with the results of the double.
I know.
Except for last week when we were okay with it.
Yeah.
But this week, not happy.
I also gotta say too, just why is Xavier so obsessed with Alyssa and Christian? When Julie was asking him his question during like the congratulations cookout segment, he was all like, "Oh, I was really upset, like getting rid of Alyssa last week, blah 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 blah." And then during What the Bleep, when they showed Christian in the video, he's like, "That's my guy."
I don't know.
What is the deal?
I really
Xavier's
don't know
obsessed
what's
with
going on
them. Everybody else is obsessed with giving Xavier the win.
Yeah.
What is this?
I don't know, but there's another episode tomorrow.
Why? Okay, there's not a Sunday episode, so I get, like, why they're doing a Friday episode, but, like, do we need it? This season had such promise, and I hate that...
The season started off so good. The cast was good.
Yeah.
They were...
Strong, very strong cast.
Yeah.
I just hate that the historic accomplishment of the cookout is now being drowned out by the crappiness of the ending of this season.
Yeah.
It's a bummer.
It is a bummer. But there's a special episode tomorrow at 8 o'clock.
Cool. They're going to reveal the new HOH, the nominations.
We already know.
Yeah.
If you want to know, check out spoiler from 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it'll be there.
Yeah, in the info, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just effing done, just like Whitney. Just done.
All right. Well, leave your thoughts in the comments. I know you haven't been shy about that all season. And
Why stop now?
Yeah, so thank you all for watching. We will see you next time. And until then, much love.